Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today I will be watching this video from Dominus, Downfall of Guess World. So let's get started.
Hey, weren't we playing Roblox Guess the World?
Another Roblox Guess World.
Today we are trying the all-new Guest World.
Back to Guess World. Guess World.
Guest World. Released on December 21st, 2018, this game would go on to be a huge hit in the Roblox community. The game averaged between 10 to 20,000 solid and loyal players that made up a respectable community. This game seemed destined to become even bigger and better than it was. Unfortunately, what I just said is a far cry from what really happened to it. The game now stands at an average of 0 to 10 players a day, a whopping 100% less than what the game used to have. This begs the question, what happened? Well, it's a long story, but fear not, for I am here to tell you it, start to finish. To start this story, we need to travel all the way back to December of 2013, December 30th to be exact. Why? Is this date important? Well, it's the day the Roblox YouTuber Oblivious HD joined YouTube. Oblivious HD, or Matt, started as an independent channel that created short Roblox videos that told small stories. Now, these videos seem very dated and old, but at the time, these videos were revolutionary, and it showed. The channel blew up pretty quickly, with many of his videos gaining hundreds of thousands of views. His channel would continue to follow the same trend until July of 2017. This is when Oblivious HD and his very small team at the time released Guess 666, a Roblox animation.
Man, I remember that. That was pretty OG. Oh man. If you guys have watched this, you're a very true OG. Oh man, if you watch it and this was released, basically. So yeah, let's get started.
I had mentioned how his other videos had performed well in the Roblox world, but this one was a smash hit. This video gained millions of views and lots of positive feedback. If you compare the animation style in this video to all its predecessors, the difference in the quality is insane. This might also be the reason for the animation's crazy blowup. A couple months later, the channel uploaded the second part to the Guess 666 story. This also blew up due to the cliffhanger that was left by the first part. Regardless, this new style of animation and storytelling would prove to be the driving force behind Oblivious HD's blowup and their next project. Their next project would really show the potential of the channel and what 2017 Roblox animation could look like. The next project was released on December 8th, 2017 and was titled The Last Guest. With an exciting trailer released the same day,
Man, I remember that. I watched The Last Guest as well. Man, I wish the guests were added back into Roblox. Sure, you can customize as guests on Roblox, but it's probably most likely cost money. And especially if you want to copy the thing. If you want to be a last guess, you can get that for. I know this one is free, the hair. So yeah, this face is not free. This is cost Robux.
The Last Guest blew up almost overnight, becoming another huge hit on the Oblivious HD channel. Instead of focusing on a mysterious horror genre like Guess 666, this story is on the more depressing side of things, telling the story of a young boy, or guest, whose parents were killed when he was very young. Then he was bullied because of who he was and how he looked like. He does
Just gonna know, Jewish people also getting what they are right here this is the Jewish people, aka the Israelites. So yeah, if you read the Bible, you definitely would know, because Satan hates the Jewish people. So yeah. And also, Israel is like demon. Is it not demonic? Have democracy. So yeah. Because yeah, Islam is something else. Jihad is something else. So yeah, Israel don't even weaponize their beliefs. Like Christians wouldn't do that. Most, but basically Islam can weaponize their religion though. There's a big part. So yeah.
Eventually make longtime friends, and one of them becomes his wife. But anyway, this video isn't a summary of the story. The team continued to release episodes on the series, making it a 4-episode story. Eventually, after all the episodes were uploaded, the team put all the parts together, tweaked the animation a little bit, and made a super movie called The Last Guest, the full story. Regardless, the story struck a new chord in the Roblox community, becoming one of the most popular Roblox movies ever. The full movie sits at approximately 82 million views. This means that if you ask 10 Roblox players right now if they had ever seen The Last Guest, at least 4 of them would say they did. I mean, maybe, I don't know. I don't know if that's right, but anyway, this movie is and was huge, and it's still getting bigger by the day.
That's true. Oh yeah, basically, if you want to see me play the Guess World again, but this time I will be recorded, or watch a Last Guess 666 things on that, we can do that. We can definitely do that. So yeah, just comment below and we will see about that.
One thing I haven't mentioned yet was the creation of an actual game that was involved with the Guess 666 story. Let's take a trip back to July 2017, when a trailer dropped for a game titled, you guessed it, Guess 666. And a little later...
Yeah, I remember that. And also, my cat is just walking in my room. Hopefully you guys heard that cat, like, meow.
the game actually released. Unfortunately, as of today, the game no longer exists on any Roblox page, but the people who played it still do, of course. The game was said to have been a space where people could wander, meet, roleplay, and more. The game wasn't insane towards fans, and wasn't, crazy in how fun it was, but it certainly was a stepping stone for what was to come next. What came next? Well, in early January 2018, a video was uploaded to the Oblivious HD channel titled Guess World, a Roblox preview. This was the trailer for yet another game by the Oblivious HD team, now titled HD Development. This time, the game revolved around the, at the time, fresh story, The Last Guest. And on August 10th, 2018, the beta released for Guess World and was released to the fans. The game followed the same groove as the last game. Players could simply do as they pleased. They could lay back, make in-game friends, roleplay, and do a lot more. The game saw mini-games and different...
Honestly, now in this time frame, people just use roleplay thing as appropriate, so yeah, that's how this world goes now. Man, back then it was good.
Maps and in-game NPCs. Fans adored this game, and it pretty quickly gained a lot of traction. Eventually, in December of 2018, the beta was over and the game was fully released. The graphics were improved and the minigames were fully added. This would become the version of Guess World that most remember, including myself. The developers kept a constant flow of updates almost weekly. They kept up with the community and pleased the players. As the game grew bigger, the demand for updates became larger, and in March of 2019, the game received its biggest update ever. This update added the Marigold Island, which consisted of a large number of caves deep within the grounds of the island. In the caves, you could find multicolored crystals that you could mine. If you collected enough of each type, you could complete one of 8 daily quests. On the last day, upon completion, you were given a black diamond holdable. There was more to this update, but I really do not feel like explaining it. Now, going back to how I mentioned that this was the biggest update the game received, yeah, it was. Of course, adding a whole new section to the game had never been done before. But another big reason of why this is regarded to be the biggest update ever is because it is famously known for being the last update the game would ever receive. Sure, the game still saw weekly updates, but they were more so weekly checkups. The developers fixed bugs that would pop up, but besides that, not much else came. The signs were becoming clearer. Development on the game was starting to slow down significantly. Throughout late 2019 into early 2020, the game still floated around that 10 to 12,000 online user count. In January of 2020, a new game by the HD development was released titled Roleplay World. Now the main focus of the team was no longer in Guess World, but instead Roleplay World. As 2020 rolled by, the lack of updates caused lack of interest in the game from players, myself included. Slowly, the 10 to 12,000 player mark, which had decreased only about to 7 to 8,000, with many YouTubers in the game no longer uploading content on the game. As 2021 came along, the numbers were dropping by the day, and it wasn't too long until Guess World became just another obscure game on the Roblox page. Anyone who played the game beforehand had moved over to Roleplay World. The numbers had decreased on...
Except for me, because I used to move on playing other games like Saltworks, War Thunder, Minecraft, anything on Steam. So yeah.
Guess World to about 1,000 online users, which isn't terrible, but also isn't as much as it used to be. Many people who were still playing the game were either very new and had just heard about it, or long-time players trying to keep the game going. It's safe to say that at that time, the future of Guess World wasn't looking too bright. Fast forward to today, we're coming up on the 6-year anniversary release of the game. As I said at the start of the video, the game now sits at an average of 0 to 15 online users. According to the game menu, the last update was in May of 2022. When playing the game now, it feels like an empty shell of what the game once was, which is exactly what it is. Joining completely empty servers is almost casual now, something that used to be near impossible 2 years ago. There's a depressing feeling knowing that no updates are to come for the game. Looking at the game's agenda, there's nothing else planned. It feels like playing those old PS3 and Xbox 360 versions of Minecraft, knowing that the game has not been touched in...
I remember Xbox 360. That was OG. I used to play Xbox 360. So yeah, selling Xboxes shutting down. So yeah.
a long time. I feel like the game should have had an announcement that there were no more updates to come, drawing a Terminator to the fans who could process it. That sounds to me a whole lot better than a slow, quiet, unresponsive, and mellow Burnout. Even looking at the Oblivious HD channel now, the last upload was almost 2 years ago. Besides that, it's been radio silence from anyone affiliated with the HD development.
Man. The link of his video will be in the video description of my channel. So yeah, if you, like I said, if you want to see me play that game again, but with video, I can do that.